Hey everybody, just 1 second, I have to finish sharing the video and the link and whatnot. Yeah, hello. I just want to talk about this a little bit. And then we'll get started here in a sec. Let me just... I gotta figure out how to do this on Android. Link? No, not the emoji, you turd. How do I do this on Facebook? Paste? Yeah, alright, cool. Just a second. It's posting and then I'm gonna get the page that I was looking at pulled up just because I don't know. I definitely think this is something that's being blown way out of proportion. Like, I think people are overthinking this and it's starting a ton of bogus that it doesn't need to start. Why on earth did it just do that? It expanded so bad. Alright, 1 sec. We're getting there. Gotta figure out computers. When I get certain pages, like, I'll pull them up, but I want to make sure that I've got the right ones up, so I'm not, like, spreading false information. Alright. Oh man, there's like 15 different tabs. So what we'll do is we'll pull up a couple tabs, and then we'll... I know Kotaku is like a huge joke, but we'll definitely have to pull that one up just because we have to. Like, absolutely. That's one I want to... Okay, so we'll get this one too, because I've seen some people talk about this, but this isn't the part that I know very well. However, this is 13 hours ago. So that one might be... Things can change in that amount of time. So we've got a Microsoft one open, a Reason one open. I don't know what Reason is, but and then we'll get esports, and then we'll get the Kotaku one, and we'll go over each of them a little bit just to kind of see what everybody's saying and what's going on. Kotaku though is known for being credible, so I'll finish sharing this last one, and then we will boogie on down. Your video could make a good reel. Sure. Whatever you say, nerds. Alright. Hold on, I'm sharing to... That was Snapchat, but I'm sharing to, Instagram. I don't know. Oh, solid. Okay, cool. It automatically did because Facebook does that, and I don't care for it, but it happens. So I'll pop my case back on my phone because I had to take it off to record that video I made about going live. But yeah, then we will get started. I'm not like procrastinating this or pushing it off because I'm like going back on my word of like how I think it'll play out. I'm almost certain I know what's going to happen. Oh, did I put it in backwards? I totally did. No way. Sorry, I'm not trying to procrastinate. I just goofed. No, I didn't. Oh, that goes on the front. Hold on, I gotta... Oh man, this case is such a pain to put on. There we go. Nice. Alright, cool. 1 second. This is already a banger of a live. I've done nothing but put a case on my phone. Hold on. We're almost done. I've got this. Alright, so just to start off, I've been seeing a ton of headlines of people saying it's going to be like the be-all, end-all of Sony, and then I've seen other ones where people are like, oh, they'll have an unfair advantage because of Game Pass. Although I do address this stuff in tomorrow's video, I do want to talk about it here too. Because I definitely think people are worrying too much. I don't think it's going to be as explosive as everyone says. Okay, so let's start off with Microsoft's account to it. So we'll do like a paragraph at a time. 3 billion people actively playing games today and fueled by a new generation steeped in the joys of interactive entertainment. Gaming is now the largest and fastest growing form of entertainment. Okay, let's start there. If anywhere, let's start with that. It's acknowledged here exactly. 3 billion people actively playing video games today. I'm almost certain that number's bigger. Like, it absolutely has to be. But regardless, that's one of the points I talk about in tomorrow's video, is not every single one of those supposed 3 mil... Oh, that's billion. Okay, not million. Never mind. Take it back. That's probably accurate. Even better, I can guarantee you not every single one of those people's playing an Xbox right now. I'm not. I'm using my PlayStation as a white screen for lighting. Which isn't playing it, but I was playing it before this. Regardless. Yeah. So, man, I don't even know where to start. The only reason I'm getting as heated as I am about this is because it's ridiculous. Everyone's so worried for nothing. Like, literal nothing. Okay. The acquisition will accelerate the growth in Microsoft's gaming business across mobile, PC, console, cloud, and will provide building blocks for the metaverse. I don't even know what the metaverse is. I know what it is. I'm aware of its existence, but I'm not like... What is the metaverse? Hold on a second. Because I have like zero knowledge in that. The metaverse is a vision of what many in the computer industry believe is the next iteration of the internet. A single, shared, immersive, persistent 3D virtual space where humans experience life in ways they could not in the physical world. I don't know about you, but that's a scary string of words to me. How do you get into the metaverse? We're not going to get into that. That's not what this is about. Okay. That's... I didn't even know the metaverse existed, and I've been playing Xbox my whole life. Not solely, but like, Microsoft will acquire Blizzard for $95,000 per share, an all-cash transaction valued at $68.7 billion, inclusive of Activision. You know, hold on, let me actually pull this up for you guys so that you can see what I'm going at, getting at as well. Microsoft to acquire, yeah. Okay, let's fix this. Let's get it so it's like a paragraph at a time. Figure out where I'm at here so you guys are looking at the same one. Whoop. It's going to be a little stretched. I do apologize for that. But that way you can kind of see what I'm doing when I'm doing it, like if I highlight something. Yeah. So, okay. Microsoft will acquire Activision Blizzard for $95,000 per share. An all-cash transaction valued at $67 billion, inclusive of Activision Blizzard's net cash. Whatever. This is money on like how much it's going to cost them, what it's worth. I don't care about that. Like, yes, it's important because they're putting this money into it, but like I could care less. Where are we at? Microsoft will... Oh, we already did that. Bobby Kotick will continue to serve as CEO of Activision Blizzard, and he and his team will maintain their focus on the driving efforts to further strengthen the company's culture and accelerate business growth. Once the deal closes, the Activision Blizzard business will report to Phil Spencer, CEO of Microsoft Gaming. Yeah, exactly. So this is something I touch on in the video. Everything they do is going to go through Microsoft as well. So, like, people are worried about it closing in like PlayStation and PlayStation not having these games anymore. I think that's a load of baloney. because I think what it'll actually do is they'll keep it on there to make them more money. Because think about the amount of people that play PlayStation. Like, they're not going to wipe that off. They're not going to just get rid of that because they want all of it. Because not everybody can go out and just buy an Xbox right now. One sec. Like, hold on. I'm gonna try not to, jump back and forth between, like, the live and what's going on the screen at all times, but I do want to look up some numbers. How many people are playing PlayStation right now? I'm sure we can find a number. Alright, so... Okay. This doesn't help, but it kind of does. Average session of Fortnite on PlayStation in the last 30 days is 1,000 players playing 14,000 hours. You kind of whatever. Okay, so top 100 for the last 30 days on PSN. 4,000 people playing actively for the past 30 days. 203,000 hours played. 141,000 sessions and hours per user, about an hour. That's decent numbers. Like, it's not just gonna tank because Activision decides to make a Switch. You know what I mean? Because, as I talk about in the video too, is like PlayStation still has their own what are they called? IPs. Like, they have Kratos, like God of War, they have Spider-Man. I'm sure there's more I'm forgetting. But that's my point, is like, they're not gonna like die off just because of this, you know what I mean? You're gonna see me take some selfies in this video. It's not a big deal. But yeah, so let's look at sorry again. I don't want like any ads to pop up while I'm like looking up things, like nothing YouTube safe, you know. What was I gonna look? Oh yeah, PlayStation current IPs. PlayStation Studios, all Sony first-party developers. Yeah. Let's see, what do we got? I don't know what these are. These are like actual developers. These aren't the games. Gran Turismo. Cool. That's a huge one. And yeah, you can all, for each one of these, I guarantee you'll be able to argue, well, Microsoft has this. I don't care what Microsoft has at the moment. That's not what we're talking about. Okay, a studio that's developing, like, strictly developing games for PSVR 2. Big sale. They just put that thing out. Playroom. Horizon. There's the big one. That's another one I forgot about. Uncharted. The Last of Us. Not Tomb Raider. I was going to say Tomb Raider. Killzone. I haven't seen a game come out of Killzone in a while, so I don't know if that still, like, counts, but we'll say it counts. Recently mentioned of a Horizon online co-op game. Returnal. Super Stardust. Resogun. Like, Blood and Truth was a big one for the VR. Dreams, there you go. That's a huge one too. I'm trying to list up some of their, like, whatever IPs. AAA Mobile Lives. That doesn't help. Detroit, Become Human, and Until Dawn. Games I totally forgot about, but again, big games. Rise of the Ronin, Stellar Blade, Canada, Okay. When I was thinking of IPs, this does not help Sony's case whatsoever. But Bubsy, they have Bubsy. Okay, that's a terrible argument, but they do have Bubsy. Siphon Filter, Days Gone, Blue Point, yeah, Uncharted, Shadow of the Colossus, Demon Souls, Bloodborne. Bloodborne's a big one. I love Bloodborne. And like, this isn't even a bias thing, because like I said, I mean, the whole Minecraft series I'm doing is from my Xbox. Like, this isn't a matter of bias. This is a matter of like legitimacy, you know, thinking from a real standpoint. Assassin's Creed, you could say Watch Dogs, but I haven't seen like a Watch Dogs game in a while. Ratchet and Clank, Resistance, Spider-Man, Wolverine, which I did not know was going to be a PlayStation exclusive. Jack and Dexter. Well, Crash doesn't count anymore. We'll find one more. Entwined Concrete Genie, which I haven't played, but I've heard they're phenomenal. Okay, back to the screen. So let's see, what else do we got here? Gaming is the most dynamic and exciting category in entertainment across all platforms today, and will play a key role in the development of the metaverse platform, says Satya Nadella. Sorry if I mispronounced the name. Chairman and CEO of Microsoft. We're investing deeply in a world-class content community in the cloud to usher in a new era of gaming that puts players and the creators first and makes gaming safe, inclusive, and accessible to all. Okay, cool. Regardless. Not regardless, sorry. This right here. You can take, that's a very, for that statement to be said is a very, like, very careful statement, because do they mean like inclusive and accessible to all in terms of console, or they're going to do more things like what I think it was Sony did, where they made a controller that's more for those who, like, I think, what was it? They made a very like accessible controller recently. Or are they thinking like that? Or is it like accessible to like all consoles? Which, this is one of my biggest arguments in this whole thing. Like, you'll see that. Okay. Sorry. Players everywhere love Activision Blizzard games, and we believe the creative teams have their best work in front of them. Phil Spencer, CEO of Microsoft Gaming, together we will build a future where we can play the games they want virtually anywhere they want. Okay, so that's one of the key ones that people need to remember. So we don't get claims like it's being excuse me, taking off of PlayStation or wherever. Oosh. I can't spell to save my life right now. Hold on, sorry. So yeah, sorry. Like, okay, so again, I talk about this in the video for tomorrow. I know there's a lot of jumps, but like, these same jumps, well, not always. I'm not really super active on my phone, but at the moment I am. Doesn't matter. Okay, we've only been live for 20 minutes. It's not bad. But this is like the real uncut stuff you don't get to see, is me doodling on my phone, because I cut that out of the videos. Alright, anyway. They'll be able to play anywhere they want. So I talk about this in the video, where I think that's a lot linked with the Switch thing that's been going around. We'll see if we can find that in here, that Call of Duty might be making the jump to Nintendo Switch. Now, that's been said in, just from what I've seen Again, I can't read not again, I haven't said this before, but I can't read everything on the internet. I can't read everything everybody says. But as far as I've seen, I have not seen speak of the newer games. I really don't think the Switch could handle them. I love my Switch, don't get me wrong, but I do not think it could handle, like, Modern Warfare 2. Like, take games, for example, like Ark, where on the PlayStation or the Xbox, it's like 120, 30 gigs, but on the Switch, it's 6, because it's the mobile port. So when they say Call of Duty on Switch, are they talking about, like, Call of Duty Mobile? Is that what they're referring to? Either way, it's Call of Duty on Switch. Sorry. Yeah. I think at best it'll be like maybe World at War, maybe Black Ops 2. That's a big maybe though. I doubt. We definitely, if we see like Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 2 on the Switch, or Black Ops 2, Cold War and whatever new Call of Duty Treyarch's making, I will be genuinely shocked. Like, nothing less than pure shock from that. It's a cool thought, but I wouldn't like hold your breath. For more than 30 years, our incredible talented teams have created some of the most successful games, said Bobby Kotick. The combination of Activision Blizzard's world's class talent and extraordinary franchises with Microsoft technology, distributions, access, visions, and shared commitment to the gaming and exclusive. Hold on, I just thought of a insane point. Well, not insane, but like, you know, solid point. Let's pull it back to me. Yeah, because I need to look up another tab. If I'm correct, okay, Sony bought Bungie last year. And I think it's going to be the same thing. Now, I don't think Bungie is still in charge of Halo. I think it's 343. Still own Halo. I don't think so. Nope. Although Bungie created the Halo franchise and made it for the first handful of games, rights to the franchise all belong to Microsoft. Bungie. Okay. So never mind. The point I was going to make was void. Or is void, not was. But regardless, you don't see them trying to fight for Halo afterwards. I don't think they'd do that. Even if they could have, I really don't think they would. And that's not even because I like Sony. That's just, why would they do that? The amount of backlash it would cause, that too, I didn't touch on that in the video. The amount of backlash that would slap Microsoft if they decided to rip Call of Duty off of PlayStation would be, like, insurmountable. There's no way they would risk that. Mobile is the largest segment in gaming, with nearly 95% of all players globally enjoying games on mobile. Through great teams and great technology, Microsoft and Activision will empower players to enjoy the most immersive franchises like Halo and Warcraft. What? I know Candy Crush is a Blizzard thing, but Halo? No shot, bro. Absolutely none. Hold on a second. I know I keep pulling away for this. Halo Mobile. No chance. I stand corrected. What? That can't be right. No way. Is there a Halo game on mobile? Spartan Strike. Twin stick shooter video game set in the military science. Let's look this up. Spartan. Oh. Spartan Strike. Let's see this bad boy. It's still up for sale. Okay, it's a top down, which nothing wrong with that. I enjoy top downs, but like when it said a Halo game, bringing a Halo to mobile, like, I could see Warcraft. Because that's, I mean, Warcraft mobile. Okay, it already exists. I was also not aware of this. Okay, I doubted something and I was proven wrong. It happens. I'm human. I'm not upset about it. Alright, let's keep going. Can 95% really be true? I mean, again, I'm only speaking for myself here for a minute, but I can't even remember the last time I, like, seriously played a mobile game. I opened Minecraft as a joke one day, on my phone, like, just to be like, because we were in the car, we were waiting for somebody. I don't even remember what the full situation was, but we were waiting for somebody, and I turned my volume up all the way and turned on Minecraft just as a bit. But I haven't, like, sat down and played a mobile game in, like, a couple of years at least. I think the last time I did that was when Crash Run, I think it was called, made by King, came out, and even then I only played for like 2 days. Alright, the acquisition also bolsters Microsoft's Game Pass portfolio with plans to launch Activision games into the Game Pass, which has reached a new milestone of over 25 million subscribers. I believe that. Game Pass slaps. With Activision Blizzard's nearly 400 million monthly active players in 190 countries and $3 billion franchises, this acquisition will make Game Pass one of the most compelling and diverse lineups of gaming content in the industry. Upon close, Microsoft will have 30 internal game and development studios, along with the additional publishing and esports production capabilities. Okay, so we're not going to be live for too much longer. I know I said I was going to go over this, but then I remembered I have work tomorrow. So I totally forgot when I went live and wanted to talk about this, but I did get more to say, kind of. I was messing around on my phone a lot. See, that's the thing, is yes, I'm on my phone a decent amount, but I'm not like, I'm looking at like TikTok or Facebook or something. I'm not usually, not ever really playing mobile games. Regardless, I just realized how often I say that. But Game Pass slaps. I had a point to make with this. Okay. Yeah, so that is something that I think Xbox, like, nails to a T. Is their backwards compatibility mixed with the Game Pass is insane. Like, it's so good. And you can come at me with the whole PC argument. You'd be, like, yelling at a wall, because I as well want a PC, you know, because I know PC, like, also slaps with, like, Steam, and, like, modding is way more available with games and stuff, but no, Sony really tried with their premium and extra tiers, but it just fell on its face. You can add whatever you want to it, but the cloud gaming for that is such garbage. Like, you can cloud game on Game Pass if you want, like if you don't want to download the game, and it runs pretty well. It runs pretty smooth. But man, trying to cloud play the games on the premium tier, whatever, is a dumpster fire. It runs so garbage, it's so laggy, it falls so far behind. Like, I've tried it a couple times, and like the only way it's been like acceptable has been if I've been directly hooked up with Ethernet. So do I think that'll give them a little bit of an edge? Yes, but I don't think it'll be enough to like make them top system, because Sony still has its run of the mill things. Closing conditions, completions of the regulatory review, and Activision Blizzard shareholder approval. Deal is expected to close in the fiscal year 2023 and will be accretive to non-GAAP earnings per share upon close. I don't know what any of that means. More money talk, not positive. Advisors don't care. Webcast details don't care. I don't know what this stuff is. Fun facts on gaming. I don't care. So, okay, we did reach the end of this one. I did want to see what the other websites had to say, but I'm not going to get into it tonight. I know the lives have been shorter, but I've also been tired, so forgive me. Alright, let's close this out with just like a final message of it is, I say like a lot of this in tomorrow's video as well. So like if you missed the live, don't worry too much, as you'll be able to hear me complain about all of this again. I don't think it's gonna be a huge deal, really. I don't think it's gonna like be a game changer for anything or anyone. I think it's still gonna be fine. Yeah, and that's really it. So if you were in the live, thank you. If you watched on your own time, thank you as well. I just wanted to complain about this a little bit because I think everyone is way too worried over nothing. And that's something I wanted to say in the video and forgot. It'll be like, oh no, they did this, they bought it, whatever at first, and then after like a month or two, it's just gonna, the effect is gonna be belittled already. So, yeah. I hope you're having a good day. If you're watching this early on, have a good rest of your day. See you in the next one. Live, which should be like tomorrow maybe. I don't know. We'll find out.